Hey Clockverse, it's Clockwinder and Clockwork Jalopy. It is Tuesday on a holiday week, but you know who didn't pay any attention to the holiday? That's right, Felicia Day. She released a new edition of the vlog in which she learns to swing dance. Always wanted to learn to swing dance. However, I must cede this victory to Ms. Day. Ms. Day, think of this as sort of the Japanese taking the Aleutians. You have a small victory. It'll probably take people weeks to even realize what has happened, but a victory nonetheless. Oh, do not get used to the sweet taste of victory, young lady, for this will be the only time you have it. Well, unless you do something else girly that I have absolutely no talent in or can fake talent in. So, the director awards the touch to you. Anyway, last night was the episode of Game of Thrones Blackwater, which totally rocked. It dealt entirely with the siege of King's Landing. Liked so much about the episode. Didn't like the Cersei stuff too much, although I think that woman is an awesome actress. That wasn't where I wanted. I wanted to spend the whole time on the wall with Tyrion and everyone, and Joffrey sucks. There was one, couple shout outs to the Game of Thrones gang. A lot of times when you read a book and the author writes out a song, it never really translates well to an entertainment form. I always think of the Rankin and Bass Frodo with the Nine Fingers, or where there's a whip, there's a way. They just sounded hokey. However, last night they did a Lannister song in the tavern. They all sang a Lannister song, and it was freaking awesome. They even sang, they had a solo a cappella version at the end over the credits. That was just awesome. The whole attack was fantastic. I mentioned this on my Facebook updates. Pod, the Squire. Love Pod. He is there. He is there for Tyrion. He does not betray him. He does not declare himself king. He does not sell him, at least not yet. Pod is there for the boy. I just thought Pod was awesome. Peter Dinklage as Tyrion. Well, the whole chemistry between Tyrion and Bronn. My wife's cousin, mentioned that. And I just have to agree. The whole Bronn Tyrion chemistry. I don't know if it, I never get the impression so far, and as far as I am in book 2, that it plays out quite that way. But it is just fantastic in the series. I just like the way they play off each other. I don't like Shay. I just don't like Shay. But that's me. Again, this whole season, I thought the first couple episodes were sort of catch-up. We have to do this sort of rush thing to get you on the footing, but after that, the season's been as good as the first. I have friends that'll walk me out and kill me for saying that, but I've been loving it. And I love the book even more. That's the whole thing. The first season I loved. I love the book even more, and now... as far as I'm into the second book, I love the second book, but I also love the second season of Game of Thrones. I like the performances, and again, last night dealt solely with the attack on King's Landing, and it was well done. Especially when you consider it, it is only HBO and it is a series, so you only have so many piles of money to spend on something like that. I thought you could see the money they spent on that. Sorry, hold on. Spoiler alert. Are you out of the room? Okay. Anyway. The whole Dragonfire thing they did with the ships out in the water was just awesome. It's just, and I love the character of Davos, the Onion Knight, and I hope I see him again. I hope that he comes back to us, because I love the character. I love the fact that you could see that he cared for his son so much, and it's just everything. Stannis was Stannis. The Hound. I thought that actor did a great job of portraying the fact that the Hound do not like fire. He don't like fire one bit, the Hound. And I think he certainly got that across. Again, last night's episode of Blackwater, if you haven't seen it yet, go, hit the on-demand button on the remote, go to premium channels and watch it. It was a really good episode. Probably my favorite this year. I can't figure out why Sir Meryn did what he did. I am not at that part of the book. I want to know what made Sir Meryn... Well, Sir Meryn's an asshole anyway. Oh, I cussed. He is an ass anyway, but why did he have to, go up a level in asshood? I do not know. Anyway, this is Clockwinder on Clockwork Jalopy. I'll see y'all in the gears from Hell's Heart. I stab at thee. You guys have a great day.
Guests of the Clockwinder stay on luxurious LV45322, where our air is almost breathable. Visit scenic LV45322.